really need somebody. Tell me you need somebody. I don't care about your body. Love the way you touch my body. Front of back, your body. I never tell nobody. All I want is you, boy. All I want is you. All I need is you, boy. All I need is you.
Hey y'all, what's up? It's me, Shai, and welcome to another episode of It's Told by Shai, y'all. If you don't know what this is basically a show where we sit and talk and get messy, y'all. Like, share, comment, and subscribe if this is your first time here. My name is Shai. Let's grab a cut and discuss. Y'all, I'm so out of breath like a fat bitch. Like, why? Ooh, when I move around a lot, like, I get so, like, out of breath. And it's like, it's be so weird because it's like, Shai, you work out. And when I work out, I don't even be this out of breath. So, I don't know if it's a mind thing. I don't know. But, y'all, what's up? We're back at it. I do have a cut today. One cut a week, y'all, because I gotta get rid of the belly. But, y'all, I think my cut had a hair on it. But anyway, so today, y'all, well, first of all, y'all, I am so tired. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way. Y'all see me with my Valentine jammies. By the time y'all see this, this is not gonna be Valentine's Day, but who cares? Yeah, y'all, happy Valentine's Day. Y'all see my head got the heart on it too. Everything's matching. But like I said, y'all, I just got back from a trip. We did a 48-hour trip in Florida, y'all. We did so much in 48 hours, y'all. Early flights, early mornings, on the way there, on the way back, y'all. My flight yesterday, because we got a little lit the night before our flight. So, my flight back was hell, y'all. Like, my stomach was on 4,300. I'm one of those sensitive stomach girls. Alcohol, if I drink a lot of alcohol, it definitely... TMI, because why am I telling y'all this? But alcohol definitely sends me through the roof, y'all. But we had a good time. It was a real quick trip, a little V-Day trip. What did we do? We ate, y'all. I tried Raising Cane's for the first time, and I was a little skeptical because people could say it's better than Zaxby's. Y'all, the tenders and that sauce, it is better than Zaxby's. I ain't gonna even cap you down. But it's the point that, like, Zaxby's have wings too. So it's like you can compare them for chicken tenders, but that's really it because Raising Cane's only has chicken tenders. And I also, I'm getting so excited. I'm so fat. When I talk about food, my son get all twirled up. But yeah, and I also tried Portillo's for the first time, y'all. I had a chili cheese dog, which I probably shouldn't have had because my stomach was but it was also good. Like, Portillo's has some good fries, by the way. Yeah, y'all. So this week's messy ticks, y'all. Is that bothering y'all, me moving back and forth like this? Anyways, on this week's agenda, y'all, we got a little few things for you guys, and I just may have, y'all, a little special guest for y'all. Well, I may have a special guest for y'all. I have a special guest for y'all. So today we're gonna talk about the Powercast. Y'all, there has been a little spaff between the Powercast, well, Ghost, the youngins. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk a little about Kandi versus Clock. It's me trying to talk fast again. We're gonna talk more about Kandi versus Todd. We're gonna talk a little about Cardi B and Stefon Diggs. I'm gonna give y'all my movie of the week or show of the week. I'm gonna give y'all my song of the week, and I'm gonna give y'all my glow up of the week. And that's pretty much how we're gonna ride this thing today. Okay, y'all. Let's clock in. So, y'all, I got my special guest on It's Told by Shai. Introduce yourself, guest.
Money Mouth.
Y'all know I'm shy, so like I just wasn't here. But y'all, so we want to talk about a clip that has surfaced from the podcast The Crew Has It. The Crew Has It is a podcast with Michael Rainey Jr. and Giovanni, I think, what's his last name?
Start with a P.
Polo?
Something
Italian. He's Italian,
I don't want to
believe.
butcher it, but yeah.
we used to watch that podcast all the time. But they had Paige Heard, I think that's her last name, on the show. And she was basically like putting them on Front Street saying, you know, y'all unfollowed me. We supposed to be friends. I'm not in y'all close friends no more. And she's saying all of this happened as soon as she announced that she was getting married.
Yeah, she's saying it basically like I got married and things got weird. So
yeah, and it was I'm gonna insert the clip for y'all.
I mean, you guys were always my crazy stuff. You guys were my entertainment. You guys were definitely my entertainment.
That's all we were.
And yeah, that's all you were. That's all you were. No, you guys were hilarious. But like, you remember when you like go out of town and like out of the country, and like I know it was so bad. It got so bad. I got taken off the close friends.
No.
It's true. I got taken off the close friends and unfollowed by this one. So it's like, what did I do? I just like to watch.
You were like everybody's TV crush.
Okay.
You were.
Oh, thanks. I was your crush?
You were.
Not back then.
Hold on, can we cut Michael out of the feed? You were my crush. Wait, what did you say? I didn't hear you. Do you think people were sliding in your DMs? Like, what kind of guys were?
I mean, listen.
What was that?
I will also tell you. But I'll tell you, a lot of people did not get responded to. Like,
I don't know why Michael unfollowed you. Michael, you're gonna have to. That's you got to Paige's conversation.
The thing, like, I don't know. Instagram be tripping. You know,
Instagram be tripping is so. You guys did not bring me on this podcast to play in my face. I know you didn't.
But it was a whole bunch of stuff she was saying. They went to a Mary party, and she seen them. She did a lap. She was going to come back to them, and they were just gone.
Slid.
So it was just giving weird vibes. Like right after she announced she was getting married, like y'all acting funny like that, and we just supposed to be friends. But Michael Rainey Jr. was looking kind of like,
He looked a little flustered.
Yeah.
He looked a little like, I'm not sure. Like, he looked like I didn't know we was gonna talk about this. Gianni, he brought it up. I guess he knew like they was gonna talk about it, but Michael Rainey Jr. was like, oh snap, like you came to bring some smoke. I wasn't expecting this, and he always be on some cool stuff, but like this time he looking like a little. I don't know if I really want to talk about this. So
Gianni, he slick messy, I think.
Yeah,
he loves the mess. He loves the mess. But it just seems like they may have a little underlying thing going on. Michael Rainey Jr. and Paige. I don't know. I think she might be like 7
or 8 years
older than him.
Yeah.
But it seemed like Michael Rainey Jr. was all like, you might be like my cougar vibes, and she may have been flirting back, but didn't really mean it like that. What you think?
Yeah, it's one of those things where I saw people killing Michael Rainey or they were applauding Paige because like, oh, she stood on business, woo. But like that's the angle of they were being weird. They deserved, or y'all unfollow her. Why y'all doing that? Y'all being weird to her, and she's still trying to like
be friends
with y'all, and it's like y'all are kind of being mean to her or distancing yourself for no reason. So I saw that stance a lot for sure.
And that's what I was talking about before, like in other episodes. Y'all don't know the backstories, so it'd be weird. Like y'all don't know what transpired in their friendship,
during, or after,
to the point where this is happening. Like Michael Rainey Jr., he, like you said, he looked flustered. He looked like, I really don't want to talk about this. Like, let's not do this now. Yeah. So, I don't know.
Yeah, but like the way I was looking at it though, I was looking at it from a standpoint of like, all right, what if Michael Rainey, and I did see some people talk about like, what if Michael Rainey Jr. like was overly crushing on her, and she knew that, and she's like kind of being flirtatious on some, that's my little brother, but I still like to flirt with you, X, Y, and Z. And she could have kept him at a distance for a long time. And to a point where Michael Rainey Jr. probably thought that there was something more there when maybe it wasn't. And then she pop up with a dude, and now, you know, he might be in his feelings, and I'm unfollowing you. I don't want to see none of that, X, Y, and Z. And she might be on some acting like well, why'd you unfollow me? You know what I'm saying? But she knows exactly like because when you're like in a friendship or whatever, you understand when someone else, you know, is catching.
Yeah. And it
uh,
could have been because I remember being in high school and like when the little freshmen used to like me, I used to kind of drag it on. They'd be like, "Yeah, you can hold my books.
Exactly.
You can walk me to class." Like just playing with them.
That's the exact
And
situation I'm thinking of.
knowing that I would never date them for real, just a little flirt, like making them feel like, ooh, I got a chance.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It was probably one of them situations.
Yeah, and then it's like that's still it's Michael Rainey Jr. Like he's the star of the show, so it's like, you know, people can feel used at times too. You don't know what be going on through people's head for them to like unfollow you and like slide on you because it's just like.
And we don't know if they had an interaction with her fiance before where he may be like, hey, like, why you hanging out with them? Because they used to hang out. We used to watch Michael's vlogs. He used to, do he still vlog like that?
I don't know. I don't think so.
He used to vlog. Like, his vlogs used to be super good. If y'all
Yeah.
never watched his vlogs,
Yeah.
probably go watch
Yeah.
those. But, and she used to always be hanging with them. So, it could have been a thing where the fiance felt the way about her
what's
hanging with him. And he said
I was very surprised that she even said, yo, we're at the Michael and Mary party. I see Gianni and Michael. I'm gonna take a lap and I'm gonna be right back. It's just almost like maybe the fiance don't know or don't care because it's like I thought that was interesting too. It's like maybe he not an overly jealous fiance to a point where it's like because it's like and then another thing is too is like if I'm actively saying I'm gonna go talk to Michael and Gianni. Maybe there was nothing ever there officially. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that was like an ex who I used to really, really like, I don't know if she's going to be on some, let me go talk to my ex real quick.
Yeah.
That's what triggered my mind to think, okay, maybe they weren't necessarily in a relationship, but like, it was a lot of flirtatious energy. And maybe Paige is not admitting to the flirtatious energy on her part. And it maybe Michael felt like it was more... official or something. They had something going on. So I don't know.
Because I can remember, like I said, in high school, I remember this one little boy got mad at me when he found out that I had a boyfriend. I was all like, "What you?"
He got mad though, right?
I'm like,
but
you knew, and in my head, I'm thinking you knew there was never a chance.
But you see though,
yeah.
That's crazy that because we never talked about it.
Yeah,
but like this is the exact thing I'm talking about.
That's the same situation. Now that I'm sitting here reflecting on everything you saying, I'm
because like
okay.
as God, our ego gets bruised sometimes too. And it's like the unfollow, even when he was like, I don't know, Instagram be tripping. Like that's a response on some like, okay, yeah, I know I probably unfollowed you on some like petty shit, but like I can't admit to it right now because I don't really have no leg to stand on. I really probably shouldn't have unfollowed you, but I was feeling you, and you know I was feeling you.
Yeah. But
I can't say exactly why, so I'm just gonna sit here and look and scratch my head and look dumb because there's nothing really I can really say.
Right, and you just.
And I almost feel like she brought that up on purpose because she knows she can't. You can't admit to it. So I don't know. That was my take on it. I don't see a lot of people talking like that, but I just thought like. Yeah, I've never seen him that uncomfortable and flustered.
Yeah, it was because usually he's like very playful. He would joke back. So yeah, that was very interesting to see. And yeah, I don't know if anything else gonna come up out of it. Probably not.
And I mean, this is all speculation too. We just all said
he just had a good points, and I wanted to bring him in on it.
Just to offer a different perspective. Because we just said at the beginning, we don't know these people, and we don't know these people. But
it was just very interesting.
It's just crazy that you brought up a real situation where that exact thing I was trying to describe actually happened to you. So it's like, I'm not crazy because I know that's what happened a lot of times too. So
yeah, I think I was like in the 11th grade and he was in the 9th grade. I think he was like one of my cousin's school friend too.
Probably little bro. But like I'm play.
I would let you take my books class.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
because I don't care.
And it's cute. It's cute on the low. It's like, okay, he giving me energy, but like then you get into a real relationship, and it's like, well, hold on, bro. Always been a little bro. And to little bro, it's like, hold on, like I know I was little bro, but like,
I was trying to court you.
But like, don't act like I'm just out here.
That's how he was.
Like, don't act like I'm just a lame who was just trying to like get behind you.
And just like how he unfollowed her. He stopped, like, because he used to stand at my classroom door and wait for me to leave class, and he'd carry my books to my next class.
Yeah.
So just like Michael unfollowed her, she was looking like,
Yeah.
and took him out to close friends, and I was looking like, you ain't gonna keep my boy's class.
It's almost like when you break up with someone and they feel so hurt they almost want to break up with you back, but they can't break up with you back because you've already done it. It's like you already ended it. So it's like I'm gonna try and do some things to like get even when you probably don't care that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
you're not waiting for me, or he not waiting for you no more.
Exactly.
Like, Paige probably didn't care about the unfollow like that, but like at the end of the day, that's probably all he could do. It's like to show that I'm not fucking with it or messing with it. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I know I can curse on here, but I'm over here talking loose. I ain't even got no cut. I'm just talking.
Right.
But yeah, that's just my thoughts.
Thank you so much, Money Mount, for your intake.
For sure.
And we're gonna get on to the next messy tick, y'all. Alright, y'all. So next messy tick is about Kandi versus Todd, y'all. Let's insert a clip.
Kandi Burruss is not holding back when it comes to her divorce drama with Todd Tucker, because TMZ has learned that Todd Tucker has been staying rent-free in her guest house. According to new documents obtained by TMZ, the former housewife claims that Todd has been staying in her guest house since their separation. Kandi says the property is hers and she purchased it before they got married. And to add insult to injury, Kandi claims that Todd has not paid a single dime as it relates to the house's upkeeping. No utilities, no gas, no lawn care, no pest control, not even the alarm system. Now, take it a step even further, Kandi also claims that Todd hasn't provided any financial support from the main home where their kids, Ace and Blaze, live. Kandi also says that she is the primary caregiver despite her busy career, and also claimed a hired nanny handles much of the rest, even though Todd has publicly portrayed himself as this very active dad. Bottom line is, Kandi is making it very clear she feels like she's carrying most of the load, while Todd's allegedly living comfortably in her guest house. What do you guys?
Okay, y'all. So, credit to TMZ. According to it's told by Shai. So yeah, y'all. So basically, Kandi is saying, y'all know. Okay, you know who Kandi Burruss is from Real Housewives? Well, first of all, Kandi Burruss from Escape. Kandi Burruss, the songwriter, first of all, and then Housewives of Atlanta, y'all. So if y'all not familiar of the artist Kandi, she's real popular. She's married to a man named Todd. By the way, Kandi mom hates Todd. And we all, when they first got together, we all was rooting for them. And Kandi's mom was all like, no, make him sign a prenup. He's a user. He's a this. He's a that. And everybody was just like, Mama Joyce, chill. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. And now it's giving Mama Joyce, she was right this whole time. And just recently, you know, Kandi has filed for divorce, saying that, well, I don't know, really, it's been rumors, okay? The Atlanta streets are talking that Todd has been out on dates with multiple women, hanging with women, and I have seen clips where people have been seeing him like at bars and stuff with women and sitting. So it's been speculated that that's the reason Kandi wants a divorce. He has not been, what's the word I'm looking for? They cut into my head. I would say, what's the word I've been looking for? It cut into my head and drink more cut and make my head worse. He has not been loyal. Why was that so hard? He has not been loyal to the relationship. And my thing is, like, I say this a lot. My thing is, but no, for real, like, Kandi is the moneymaker. Like, I really, you know, if you watch Housewives of Atlanta, you have seen that they do bring third parties, is that the right way to say that, into their relationship. And I've always been raised and told that if you do that, that man will never be yours, you know. So I don't know, it's like when you do stuff like that, you give them the lead way to think it's okay, this will be okay. She's still gonna be here, but you know, it doesn't work out like that. It doesn't work out like that. So recently, I guess Kandi has filed some papers stating that Todd is living in her pool house in the backyard. He ain't helping with none of the financials, not helping with no bills, just living back there, not helping with, you know, paying stuff for the kids. And, you know, Todd does his thing on Instagram where he posts videos like daddy daycare, picking up the kids, doing this with the kids, doing this with the kids. And I feel like that's just been his game plan this whole time, because Todd is actually filing that he wants custody of the kids. And it's like, why would you do that? Why would you do that when, you know, this lady love her kids and she's in her kids' life? Mind you, Kandi is busy, but Kandi is stating that the nanny does more than Todd does when she's busy. So make it make sense. I think it's really a whole, you want full custody of these kids because you want that child support. That's what it's giving, Todd. That's what it's giving, Todd. Todd, it's looking so bad on you. And I never thought you would be that kind of man. But I kind of did think that when your own daughter, Kayla, was all like, you wouldn't give her any money. Like, I just felt like from a long time ago, I was looking at you a little sideways then. But I still had some ounce of respect for you. Like, I just thought you may have been a good man. But I guess not, y'all. Let me know what y'all think about that situation. Anyways, ooh, excuse me, y'all. It's the cut, and I'm getting hot. I'm getting hot, y'all. We're gonna talk about the next messy tick, y'all, or the last messy tick. We're gonna talk about good old Cardi B and Stefon Diggs. You know, this past weekend, or the week. Yeah, this past weekend, it was the Super Bowl, y'all. Stefon Diggs went to the Super Bowl. Cardi B was there at the Super Bowl, supporting her man, y'all. Cardi B was asked about, did she have any words of inspiration for her man during the Super Bowl? And this is what she said.
Message for Stefon before the game. One inspired message for him.
Good luck.
How we celebrate? How we celebrate?
That gave a little shady, right? She said, good luck. We all know the Patriots lost so terribly, so badly, so bad, so bad. That game was so boring, y'all. Like, I had to wake myself up with some drinks. But, so basically, right after the Super Bowl, Cardi B and Stefon Diggs unfollowed each other. It was reported that Cardi B actually didn't stay long at the Super Bowl. Y'all see her for the halftime show. Bad Bunny actually brought her out to do a little shimmy shimmy shimmy, and like they said, right after the halftime show, Mama's dipped. She dipped. If y'all don't know the backstory, you know, and I love Cardi B, y'all. I do. I love her. So everything I'm about to say is allegedly. Cardi B, do not shoot me down like how you shoot down the shade room, cause girl, I like you, okay? But I'm just gonna say what everybody has been speculating or whatever. So their timeline on them getting together. You know, she was with Offset. Her and Offset broke up because Offset was cheating. Supposedly, I'm not for sure, but what the streets have said was Offset cheated on her with a girl. I think they don't dang, what's that word I'm looking for? I don't know, but don't mark my words. Alleged. But dang, you got the vacuum all in the back of the video and I'm just not noticing. Whatever, child, we just gonna have the vacuum in the video. But so Offset cheated on her with this girl, they say, that supposedly is supposed to be Stefon's best friend. They said, I'm gonna just say they said, allegedly, they said that this same girl has been pregnant by Offset too. She got an abortion. They said that Cardi got with Stefon basically as payback. By the way, Stefon Diggs used to be Offset's favorite football player. And Stefon Diggs and Cardi got together. Now they have a little baby Brim, allegedly. And to bring this more up to speed, so after the Super Bowl, they broke up, supposedly, because they unfollowed each other. And she left the Super Bowl early. And y'all seen that TMZ clip where she was like, good luck. It didn't give like, oh my gosh, baby, I'm so proud of you. I'm so this, I'm so that. I'm so excited. It didn't give none of that. It was just like, good luck. They say that Cardi got mad because that best friend that allegedly slept with Offset was there in the stands cheering him on. He got her a ticket. And also that one of Stefon's baby mamas was there. The baby mama, that's the mother of his first son. So that's not allegedly. She was there. And they said she was sitting with his mom. So I don't know if that had anything with her leaving the Super Bowl early, or if that had anything to do with the breakup. If it did, that's kind of, I can see why you mad that the best friend that was there, and you probably told him, hey, don't bring that around me, and he still did. I get that. I understand that. But yeah, y'all, that's the drama. I hope y'all can follow that well. But that's the drama update with Cardi and Stefon. I really hope, you know, that made sense. So, yeah, y'all, let's get ready for the next. Oh, that's all the messy tips we had for today. So, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get into my movie / show of the week. So, y'all, Peacock came out with a remake of the BURBS. I never heard of that show. Maybe y'all have heard of the BURBS. So they came out with a remake of it. And in the remake, it's starring Keke Palmer. I'm gonna go ahead and just insert the trailer for y'all so y'all can watch.
How long has the house been empty?
20 years.
You don't think that's weird?
They had a daughter who
Died.
In the house? So are we gonna go in?
Do white ladies love salad? Hell yeah, we're going in. Which one of us is the murderer? Your face.
Okay, y'all, so honestly and respectfully, this was one of those shows I could have been okay without watching. Like, it was very, you know, I love corny white shows. I'm a very corny white show watcher, or movie watcher, but it was real corny. And at the end of the show, it was just like, why? You know? I mean, it kept me, I was watching, but I was also watching while I was at work. And while I was working, like I do everything else. But, let me get in the middle. It's too late now, Shai. It's too late. But, yeah, I would say watch it for yourself. Maybe you would like it. I know I'm a very hard critic on shows. So a lot of shows that I like, excuse me, a lot of shows I don't like, people love. Because I'm a very hard critic. But like I said, it stars Keke Palmer. The girl does a thing. Keke Palmer is very funny to me. She's very talented. She can basically act in anything you hand her, in my opinion. But let me see. Y'all watch the trailer. The show is basically about a young couple moving back to the husband's hometown, and all this weird stuff starts going on. The house across the street is looking a little funny, and it turns out that the husband's best friend used to live there, which the husband's best friend was kidnapped, and they think she may be dead. And now Keke is thinking that maybe her husband killed said neighbor. I don't know. But yeah, y'all just gonna have to watch that one for yourself. In my opinion, it wasn't worth it to me. They could have kept it. All right, so y'all, I'm gonna say my song of the week. My song of the week, it's not really a song, it's an album. Y'all, I went down memory lane and I was like, oh my god, I love this album so much. Money put me on again. When I first heard this person, I was just like, I don't know if I like this. But then after I started listening and listening more, I fell in love with his music. His name is Tizo Touchdown, y'all. The album is How Do You Sleep at Night? I believe that's what it's called because it's getting to me. But yeah, this is one of like my top 5 favorite albums. Like, this album means the world to me. It's just like, it's one of those inspirational albums. Like, throughout the album, like, Tizo is like basically like, don't give up on your dreams. Look at me. You can do this. And yeah, so y'all go ahead and check that out if you never heard of Tizo before. I've been barely drinking my tea, but I don't have some tea like right before this, so I'm a little full, y'all. But yeah, that's a good one for y'all to check out. I love Tizo down. My glow up of the week, y'all. It's the end of the show. It's the end of the show. So we got the glow up of the week, y'all. I think my glow up this week, it was kind of hard for me to figure out. I had so much going on this week, but my recent plane rides, I think I have overcame my airplane anxiety. Sometimes, like, I don't know, it be so random too. Sometimes I feel totally normal on planes, and then sometimes it's like, oh my god, what if we like just like in my head I be envisioning going up in the sky and just like, boom. Like, I just like, you know how like you crank the car and it just, you pull off and it just stop. Like, I just be thinking the plane just gonna say boom. But this plane ride, I kept telling myself, I kept praying, you know, Shai, it's okay. They say car accidents happen way more than plane accidents. So, and then what also helped was that my plane ride was really short. But yeah, y'all, I think I'm starting to get over that plane anxiety. Sometimes I would even text my mom, be all like, oh mom, I don't know, like my anxiety is so bad on the plane, and she'll be like, it's okay, Shai. But I didn't even do that this time because I feel like I have it under control now, you guys. So that is my glow up of the week. And you guys start telling me y'all glow up of the weeks up under in the comments, because I be wanting to know. And that is the last episode of It's Told by Shai. And I thank you guys so much for watching. We almost at a month of episodes of It's Told by Shai, and I'm so happy and I'm so glad y'all are here with me and sitting with me, and I'll see y'all next time.